Joey with Geekadores here at the 2016 Amazing Las Vegas Comic-Con. Joining me today is Christy Yant from Kymera Press. How's it going?
It's going great.
All right, and this is your first time here at Amazing Las Vegas, right?
It sure is, and it's been fantastic. Everyone's been so receptive, everyone's so friendly. You see all the smiles on everyone's faces. I'm loving the cosplay.
Just don't step outside the con floor or you might burst into flames. Just
Quite possible. And I'm from Central Coast, California, so yeah, we're used to about 65 degrees right now. So yes, I will burst into flames outside.
All right, so for our viewers out there, can you tell us what you're working on, what you're promoting today?
Sure, yeah. For Kymera Press, we have our two different titles. One is Pet Noir, about Leon, a genetically modified cat who is operating as an undercover cop on a space station fighting crime. And I'm actually taking over writing for that as of issue 3. So I co-wrote issue 3 with the original author, Patty Nagel, and then issue 4 is where I will be taking over on the writing on that end. And then Gates of Midnight, which is written by the founder of Kymera Press, Debbie Lynn Smith, is about Raven, a combat medic who's back from Afghanistan, is suffering from PTSD, and has discovered that she has to fight monsters in the streets of New York. And I'm editing that one for Debbie now. So I'm wearing multiple hats. And we also have a third title that I think we're launching at the end of the year called Dragons by the Yard, and I'm editing that one as well. That'll be written by Kelly Swales, who's someone I already knew from my other life as a short fiction editor. So yeah, that's what we've got going on.
And one of the things I love about Kymera Press is that you really bring a spotlight to women authors, and a lot of times in sci-fi and fantasy, it feels like that voice could be overshadowed. And so what are your thoughts about working with Kymera and just the scene in general?
You know, it has been literally a dream come true. As I said, I came from short fiction. I write prose and I edit prose, science fiction, fantasy, and horror. And the reason Debbie found out about me was because of that work, because what I had done previously was a collection called Women Destroy Science Fiction, which was all created by women writers, women editors, completely illustrated by women. And so this is a cause obviously dear to my heart. We're not the only underrepresented minority, obviously, and Lightspeed Magazine, which I also work for, and they're to your right over here, we've been doing a series on our anniversary issues where we do expanded issues dedicated to and completely created by members of an underrepresented demographic. So this year we actually just launched People of Color Destroy Science Fiction. Last year it was Queers Destroy Science Fiction. And of course the year before was Women Destroy Science Fiction. So it is important that we get the names out there, because we're all writing, we're all creating, we are making, but people don't know it because the deck is stacked against us. And so to change the status quo, we have to get more voices out there, we have to get more names out there, we have to give a way to introduce these creators to the public. And so yeah, that's kind of my mission in life now. So.
And I'm assuming that most of the main characters, protagonists in Kymera's books in general, pass the Bechdel test, right?
Are we counting cats? But yes, I believe they do. I believe they do. So.
If you're not familiar with the Bechdel test, that's basically a general guideline for movies with women characters who, if they have a conversation with another woman character, not revolving around a man, it passes the Bechdel test. And woefully few films or things in pop culture actually pass the test. Hence the need to really elevate that kind of discourse, that kind of fiction.
And that's just the bare minimum, and that's just having 2 women in a thing. And so it turns out we're actually, half the population. So I know, yeah, we would like to, it turns out that the world is not all white and male, right?
That's
I know. So we're working on it, and it's more and more publishers and creators are realizing that, and they're getting pushback now when they're presenting something that does not reflect the diversity of the world around us. So I mean, look at this convention. I love it. I mean, it just, I don't know. It's been awesome to be here. I'm loving it.
Oh, yeah, and just overall, this convention has always been just really diverse, really friendly, and a really great place just to meet people. And so, is there anything personally that you're looking forward to seeing, or just exploring, or finding at this convention?
Oh boy, I'm always interested in how other independent comics companies are operated, and so we definitely want to go see this panel tomorrow. There's another indie creator who's going to kind of break it down, his whole process, and just kind of compare notes and see how things stack up. We've got our own system, but there are probably best practices that other people have already discovered that we haven't, and we've been talking to our neighbors over here in the next booth, and they're another independent press, and we've been kind of giving each other some tips and comparing notes on, I'm about to review my first lettered pages, and so I was talking to them about, what are you looking for when you're reviewing your lettered page, just stuff like that. So it's great to get everyone else's sort of wealth of knowledge. So yeah.
It's Kymera Press, and we'll get shots of all your stuff here. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
It's a pleasure.